You got good timing this morning, bro.
Me?
You're slipping through all the cracks. No, because I usually go, I had one appointment booked.
Yeah.
And then I was going to go to the gym for like 2 hours. And then your appointment was the next appointment.
Yeah.
I said, well, I could just slide you earlier. And then I stay at the gym a little bit later so it works out.
Like you're going to go to Queensview over here?
Is it Queensview?
Like
no, Like Good Life. It's a Planet.
Oh, okay.
Bell's Corners.
Yeah, because I had some plans like in Centertown this afternoon.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, I don't want to fight traffic. And like the Booksy app doesn't tell me if somebody's canceled, you know? So I couldn't change it. So shoot my shot, see what happens.
Yeah, bro, that's the best thing. If I can't do it, I can't do it. If not, no. If I can, and then it's good that you came early because the first guy said he's going to be late.
Honestly, I was about to, when I parked, I was about to bring out my laptop. I didn't see anybody in the chair, and I was like, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah, it worked out.
You been watching ball lately?
Bro, you know what? I haven't watched ball since COVID, bro.
No.
Since 2020, I haven't watched ball.
God damn.
I just been avoiding it. I don't know. Since it got into all that Black Lives Matter bullshit, I just got turned off. So it's going to take me a while to get back into it. I've been hearing the updates and all that.
Yeah.
The Ant-Man and LeBron, what happened yesterday or whatever.
That's 5 years then you haven't watched.
Yeah, bro.
That's a lot changes in 5 years.
I like I said, I hear the updates. I just don't watch it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, watching is different because, you know, I usually don't really start paying attention until you get close to the playoffs.
Yeah.
But this year has been probably especially the worst season at basketball. Like, I was about to write off the game entirely, but then the playoffs, probably ever since the Luka trade, the playoffs are like one of the most exciting playoffs I've seen in some time.
Interesting.
Like complete 180 from the season.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
And I hope that the league is going to do better in the future.
Yeah.
They're losing a lot of fans, bro. Their numbers have been down. NBA.
Yeah.
NBA has been down the last couple of years. And I think, well, if you look at the numbers, bro, it's from...
Yeah, and the All-Star game just keeps getting worse and worse. It's a joke.
It's not competitive, man.
No. And I know Adam Silver was probably fucking cheesed when he saw the NHL had like the best product with the 4 nations. Like, probably like 10 people watched the NBA All-Star game, you know? Like,
you heard what PK came out and said about the NBA and about the NHL. Yeah, he came out. He's actually talking shit about the NBA.
Who's this?
PK Subban.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's because it's a joke. Like, I know the NBA likes to, especially since like the COVID bubble, they like to be progressive and try different things. But everything they've tried with the All-Star game just makes it worse and worse. It's the players don't care and the fans don't care.
Yeah, and it shows in the numbers.
Yeah, and then they added that in-season tournament a few years ago. And like I get what Silver's trying to do. He's like, okay, nobody's watching in the fall. Let's give them something to watch for. But it's like it's still not exciting. Like,
it's like let's keep the players in the center.
Yeah.
Play harder.
Yeah. And it's only like there's maybe like some superstars that are trying because they can line the pockets of their like, you know, 2-way players and their 10-day guys.
That's right.
Because like an extra 500 bands is gonna make a difference to like the third string. You know?
Nobody wants to be done in face of the league.
Nobody wants to, or they like there's no. Who is the face? Is it Luka? Is it Anthony Edwards?
Right now, nobody's even worthy. If anything, it's Jason Tatum, bro.
No, I think Anthony Edwards could be that guy, but he's a little rough around the edges, you know. He had like 4 different baby mamas this year. Like he's a loose cannon. He's 23. But like he's defeated everybody, you know. He's defeated Durant and old LeBron, and he's defeated Jokic.
That's what I think.
I don't think Tatum has what it takes to be the face. I think he's good top 5.
Man, he didn't even get the MVP in his own championship finals. The Celtics don't even want him to be the face.
Yeah. He's nice, but I don't think he's that guy.
He's versatile. He's just not like, he's just like, he's meek, you know, he's a mouse. Yeah, it really could be Ant, but Ja Morant fell off. That guy's like a suburban wannabe gangster goof. Like
After that video and all that shit.
he's still on that shit this year.
Really?
Yeah, the NBA is giving him so many chances, and
You heard what he said, right? He's like, oh, I'll figure out a way to do it in a different way.
yeah,
Like, dude, relax.
bro is generational bag dropper.
He lost the first ever jersey, I think. Yeah, wow. And the circle, we got it out of this picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got like a whole lot of things in the parking lot.
So what, inside is closed?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, the pouring cement in there right now.
What time are you renovating?
This smart for that whole lot, yeah. They're still making that.
Yeah.
No matter what, you can't hold it back.
I know. I was going to Toronto and they had the en route, and again they were renovating, but they had like a little temporary, and operation kept going. There's no stopping, you know.
Sounds like we need a mobile Phresh truck. I did see those online.
I looked into it.
Yeah. Seen the, you know, the spinner bed?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the tall ones.
Yeah, like 2 chairs of them.
Yeah.
Imagine pulling up downtown, Canada's Day with that flip. Oh, bro. Lineups around Rio to Dalhousie, bro.
I could also just pull up with my briefcase and put a chair right there. It's the same fucking shit.
You're right. Bring that banner right there. You're right.
Are you waiting for a cut?
No, that's my gym partner.
Oh, that's right.
Every Friday he's here. He works nights, so I pick him up in the morning and he spends the day here, chills, whatever. Go to the gym, come back, chill.
Like you work graveyard shift?
It starts at 11 to like 7, I think.
Oh yeah, that's brutal.
Yeah. Yeah, he does, works at Campar.
Huh?
The delivery, it's like UPS.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You say Canpar?
Campar. You probably see the trucks all over Ottawa. You got somewhere.
So like courier service.
Yeah.
Overnight?
Yeah, he's packing the trucks,
Oh, okay.
loading the trucks up, getting ready for the drivers in the morning. So I think he's going to be doing the delivery next year or this year sometime. He wants to switch it up.
Yeah, it's tough having an overnight shift.
Well, he's not complaining, but it is. It's not like you want to live with the sun, right? You don't want to
Yeah.
be working when it's dark and then.
I
whack.
did that for like 6 months. Probably like
Overnight?
yeah, but it was like I think right after I graduated high school. And I was a young guy. I had no kids, no family, no nothing. But it's still like I was like, I can't do this.
Really, huh? Yeah, it's not normal. It's not natural to be working that.
Exactly.
I even start thinking about like eating only when the sun is out type of thing. I heard about that too. Like, you know, you gotta be one with your circadian rhythm. So eating only when the sun is out. As soon as the sun goes down, no more eating.
Yeah, I don't know if that would work for me in the winter anyway. Because like any given day, I don't even have to be working. I'm probably not eating after like 5:36 because I'm up so early. Like Monday to Friday, I'm having lunch around this time.
Yeah, but the winter time, it's like 4:30. The sun is down, right?
Yeah, but it also it's dark when I wake up, and it's dark early afternoon. You know, you cut a lot of weight in the winter like that.
The whole point of us gaining weight is for those long winters, right? So in the wintertime, usually this food is more scarce. You're not supposed to eat that late, or that much, because it's not readily available.
Yeah.
But we just have so many grocery stores open all the time, and you got the pantry and the fridge, and it's like we never have a shortage of food. So we can never go back to those ancestral roots.
I don't know, man. My people are from the equator. The sun's the same all the fucking time.
That's true too.
Some asshole decided to stop here and build a city. Fucking minus 30. But that sounds about right.
But then you're like, oh, let's go move there.
Yeah.
And even though now you're older, your parents brought you here, you still don't want to move. You're like, oh, I'm comfortable. So whose fault is it at the end of the day?
You know,
now you're changing.
I did come back after I moved away. Yeah, you're right. But it's like, I guess my point is, I'm still not wired for it.
Yeah.
You know, that's why people get like protective braid styles in the winter.
But we're slowly changing the generational how our body operates.
Why niggas stay gripping bottles of lotion in the winter.
Yeah.
Skin's not made for this weather.
No.
Yeah, it'd be really nice if they get rid of that daylight savings time.
Yeah, that was meant for like the farmers and stuff back in the days, but the thing is, everybody has to agree, right?
Yeah, like Quebec and New York.
Yeah.
At least Quebec and New York.
I don't know.
One thing I was thinking about is I've had a few friends who were visiting China recently, and that country is like basically the same size as the USA. Forget daylight savings; they don't even have time zones there.
Really?
I'm like, how the fuck do they do business?
Huh. So is it just one time zone?
Yeah.
Did you ever see the video of that Chinese influencer that came out, and he was basically like telling the states to stop being a fucking bitch,
Yeah.
blaming everything on China.
Talking about you need a revolution.
Yeah.
It's not our fault.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that. Tell them, hop out of your propaganda for a minute and look at yourselves.
He's not wrong.
He ain't.
always blaming all of our shit on China, but like, yo, China's no longer like the cheapest place to build shit anymore, huh? It is pretty cheap still, but the difference is they do a very good job of making things like efficiently. And nobody else in the world can do it like how they do because of the experience.
Yeah, they have the manufacturing and the supply chain and the skilled people. Yeah, people just want a scapegoat for
Yeah.
their government fucking them.
No, the American people right now, they're fat and lazy, bro. And obviously, I mean, there's a standard, right, of living, so they can't work for under a certain amount. So it's very difficult to compete. I'm talking about bringing back jobs, but the guy was explaining it the other day, and it made sense. It was like, when the U.S. was number one in manufacturing, you know, like Germany and England, they were trying to recover from the war. And the States was like one of the only places that they were doing things efficiently. And they didn't have to recover from all that stuff. And then they had all those soldiers that came back so they can switch from going in the army.
Build a car.
Exactly. But now, I don't know if they have that same...
No, you can't dial back the clock. People have taken your place. And you're not gonna get paid what you want anyway.
And they're also talking about like the white collar workers are gonna be like being taken over by technology, AI and all that stuff, right? And are they gonna be able to transition to doing more hands-on stuff? Or even the blue collar workers. You know, like as a truck driver, which might be autonomous, are they going to be able to get into the tech industry after they lose their job? Because they're trying to push like this whole autonomous car vehicles, right?
Yeah.
It's coming. Like I think they just rolled out the first 18-wheeler. I forgot where, but somewhere in the States. And then they got cabs that are driving autonomously right now too.
Yeah, I seen that in LA last year. Like one of my colleagues, his wife is from Shanghai, and he just spent a month out there, and he was like, "Hey, bro, like shit is crazy." He goes, like, just the infrastructure and like the tech and the cars. He says like they're years ahead of anything over here, and everything is cheaper. And you just look. He's like, you just look at this like development in this city, and you look at a picture 50 years ago, and it was nothing.
Yeah, yeah. No, they're moving quick.
Like you look at this like 6 buildings in a row. They're all built by different developers, but they all have like these massive like LED installations. So it looks like, for example, like a dragon going through all the buildings, and it's literally just cooperating to make your city look nicer. You know, not something you even see like that here.
Yeah, man. Accountability needs to be taken right now. Stop playing that brain game and, you know, victim mentality. That's not gonna get you anywhere, man. Take accountability. Put in the work.
Yeah, I don't see myself getting a fade from a robot anytime soon.
Yeah, but like the more robots take over, the more people are gonna have to get creative and find other jobs. And like my industry, might end up getting, you know, bombarded with people trying to change it up. And now it's watered down and like haircuts are cheaper, the guys are making less. Everything is gonna start changing, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody has to evolve. And it's gonna be more about like skills. You know, the things that are the robots can take care of, you gotta look at it like, those jobs are not gonna be there in the next 10, 20 years.
Yeah.
Depending on how far we wanna take it. You know? Like, you never know, maybe pilots are not gonna be useful. Maybe there's gonna be fully autonomous planes. And they could probably do better than us. You know, like, think of all the skills that can be done by AI. Like, they're becoming smarter than we are. They're just not creative yet, but that's coming.
It's coming.
If once they start getting more creative than humans and they can think, we're fucked. Everybody is going to university to learn this and that. Like, is it useful? Like ChatGPT can go and read, like, let's just say you need something done for like a lawyer, and these guys charging like $300 an hour, $500 an hour, and you can put it in ChatGPT and they can tell you what your best case scenario would be and how to fight this. Like, why do you need to spend $500?
There's already too many lawyers too.
I can see surgeons doing stuff that doctors are doing right now. The robots. They're gonna start somewhere. Yeah.
Surgeons?
Surgeons, yeah.
No.
Tell me a surgeon can't do like some kind of a procedure, like to stitch up things, or even make it easier.
I mean, some of it is automated. There's always like. Part of it was automated in arthroscopy. Don't know.
Oh shit!
Fully automated is a bit much.
Because all of these like high-paying jobs, they're gonna look at ways to change, to change them for something that's cheaper, and a robot doesn't ask for overtime. Doesn't get tired. Just change the parts. Appreciate it. Have a good weekend.
Take care, brother.
I can take you after this guy if you want to wait, unless Cholet or whatever comes in.
Yeah,
Good on
no
him.
problem, do either way.
All right. GD.
Yes, sir.
It's a good thing this guy came early.
Good thing.
Worked out.
Yeah, all up and down. Fuck. My daughter called and said, "Hey, I'm at work. I forgot my phone charger." Oh, she's like, "Can you drop it off for me?" I was like, "Yeah." Like, 12. She's like, "I don't know." I'm like, "All right, go there, call her. Phone dead." You would think. Well, no, never mind. On further consideration, I was like, you think she'd be waiting for me, but she was at work. So I had to do the whole walk-in. Definitely, she kind of benefited. I didn't really see myself benefiting from this transaction, to be honest with you.
She owes you.
Yeah, like, I thought it was like a roll in, call, drive by, fling the charger out the window, and away we go. Nah, call, battery dead.
It's never that easy.
Never that easy. Never. Whenever you do things for these kids, man, it's never like.
So she's working full time now?
Right now, yes.
more school, huh?
School's done, yeah.
Wow. Big woman. So is the talks of moving out yet?
Oh, hell no. I just had an argument with her
Things
for
are
like.
too tough?
I had an argument with her for 1 month.
So what is she doing with her money?
She's supposed to save it.
Are you implementing like a,
Like a
20%, 30%, putting it away for like investing
It is
purposes?
now, because I was paying for her school, and then like.
Because if she's not paying rent, she needs to be at least saving money.
So what happened was, I transfer her. First of all, I pay everything in her life. Like to be honest, this girl's living a life. So I didn't know that her mom, she can look at her account. So I'm like, what's this girl doing with bread? Yo, this girl is like Nordic spa, blah. So I'm like, so she got cheesed off me. So I was telling her, I'm like, yo, I'm just gonna tell you something. You're not gonna like. Your view of the world is actually like not what it is. I'm like, you gotta save bread. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure you won't even be able to do anything in the world without my help. Like, there's no like.
Well, you got to start falling back then, because you're not doing her any favors if you're doing that.
No, so hold on.
She's got to learn.
She got cheese. She's like, whoa, I have to. I'm like, you don't have to do anything. I'm like, I pay for your shit. I'm like, the fact that you're living here, use this as a bonus. I'm like, there's people like who you went to, like your kid didn't graduate. So when your kids graduate and you go to graduation, as you walk across the stage, they'll say like, Chris inspires to be a barber. Yeah. So there's a whole bunch of kids that like walk by or like they say they're taking a gap year. Which in my thing, when you take a gap year, it's hard.
You don't know what you want.
You don't know what you want, and like if you start working, you're gonna start to really like bread. So you can't like work for a year and then say, I'm gonna go back to where I was. And then, so there's a whole bunch of other kids that said that they were gonna like join the workforce. So I'm like, okay, here's the thing. When you go outside, there's no help wanted, right? So you have to, I'm like, this is how you're gonna feed yourself right now. So you're gonna have to, I'm like, right now, high school is over. You gotta like, this is how you're gonna feed yourself. You have an opportunity that you're living here to like, collect bread, you're going to school, you don't have to pay for school, all you gotta pay for is your books, right? I'm like, what you think the world is like, she kind of has this like, how do you call the mentality? Like, if you apply, it will come. If you have the qualifications, you'll get the job. And I'm like, it doesn't really work like that, man. Because I know some people work at the government. Anyway, so she got cheesed off, right? She doesn't. I know that she does. Yeah, she does not like to be told shit. Like, if she goes outside and wakes up tomorrow and thinks it's sunny, and you tell her like, man, I checked my phone and it looks like it might be overcast. She, like, if you gotta pivot a little bit or have preparation for maybe bring a jacket, she don't like that shit. So I'm like, the problem is you don't have to be told shit. But I'm like, that's how you get actually smarter. What do you want to do? Walk into a wall because you don't want to listen? That's dumb. You want to walk into the wall because there's a sign that says don't cross? And you're like, yo, fuck the sign. I'm like, there's a reason why the hand flashes and the hand says walk and the hand also gives you a warning. I'm about to change, bro.
Yeah.
So if you just say, like, you know better, maybe one day you'll cross, but eventually the risk of you get hit by a car one day. So she's not going to hear that shit. So I'm like, you know what? You're older now. Here's the thing about her. She'll not be told shit, but she'll listen. She'll listen at a protest. She's fucking weird, man. She will like, you don't think she listens, but she'll listen to what you say, but it'll always be protest. She'll always protest you. Like so it's like she's saving her bread. And I'm like, just because you go to school and you have all this stuff doesn't mean that you'll get. I'm like, outside, when I was younger, you finish school, you can get a job ASAP. Even if you go to McDonald's, like you're saying the robots, you go to McDonald's right now, there's one person on cash, huh? One person on cash and 17 robots sitting there. Like, if what you do in the cash, for real, the robot does it. He doesn't make mistakes. You make the mistake by putting in the wrong thing. He doesn't make the mistake, the robot. He does the job. And all you gotta do is, like you said, just upgrade or put a new software. So even when you go look at the cash, there's probably only actually one cash. And
look how many self-checkouts there is now.
Yeah.
And we're used to it. We're just going straight to that.
I actually almost go to self-checkout automatically, like as opposed to going to the person. I find it, in my opinion, more efficient.
Yeah.
So I just, like if you're a cash person, yeah, you kind of got to go to the, but some of them actually take the cash now.
Some of them, yeah. I think the Metro takes cash.
Yeah, so what the story is that like, in these young people generation, I'm like older like mentalities, like the world's actually becoming harder for you guys. Just by what you're saying, with like the stuff that we're inventing and the stuff that we're doing, it's not what you think it is. Like very rarely do you go outside and see a help wanted sign. Like, you know, help wanted means
You can't even go inside to get a job. You have to apply everything online.
online. You know what I mean? And like, where does this go? It goes to like head office, and they just probably even AI generate like, okay, you have 6 points on your resume that we need, or whatever it is, man.
Right.
So it's like, you're not even to get your resume pulled, it's probably not even pulled by a person. It's probably some AI, or okay, you have 6 points that we're looking for, and then you just go into the store just to get verification that you are who you say you are, and those 6 points exist. So it's like, when I look at it, it's in like 5 to 10 years, it's gonna be extremely hard to get something. He's like, you ever use I just learned this thing 2 weeks ago. I don't know if you use it. You know your phone, there's a fucking AI like robot you can actually have a conversation with?
Yeah.
I didn't know it was that. He's pretty decent, bro. Like, he's pretty, like, you can be like, oh, no, this, like I was checking something on my fish tank, like some parameter was out. And I'm like, what does it mean when the nitrates are too high? He's like, well, the nitrates mean like this. I'm like, what should I do? He's like, well, you should do this. He's like, that help? I'm like, no. He's like, well, you should do this at 10%. And I'm like, ratchet, I'm talking to this guy.
Those are all AIs right now. Did you hear ChatGPT? It started a whole trend, right?
Oh, that's what started?
Yeah, bro. Now Google has it. And
Bro,
they have
I'm not
other
lying
ones.
to you. This guy is very good.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, I never used it, so I don't even know how long it's been around, but like, fuck.
Well, it just started like a couple years ago,
Oh,
but
man.
it's evolving quickly.
Very quick. Like,
I have Spanish classes with that now. Like, I'm going back and forth. Like, yo, let's have a Spanish, you know? I say, oh, what do you want to talk about?
yeah.
I was like, whoa, okay, let's go. So I don't even need a teacher. I just use that.
That's the thing. And he doesn't slip up. He doesn't like answer like, oh, 2 eggs. Nah, he knows what you're talking about.
You want to hear the most randomest fact that I heard this week? Let me ask you something. If you had to guess, how much you think an eagle's nest weighs?
Eagle's nest.
Eagle's nest. How much you think it weighs? Average
I'm
eagle's
just gonna
nest.
guess 5 pounds.
5 pounds? What if I told you, okay, an eagle's nest weighs
The tree
about the
branch.
same height, same weight as a fucking Honda Civic?
An eagle's nest?
Yes.
I have to Google this after. I
I
just
had to Google it too, 3
have
times.
no- I have
I'm like,
no-
yo, you're not kidding. Yo, these nests are heavy.
I'm just comparing it to what I've seen, not recently, years, a bird's nest. And why is this guy's nest so unique?
The average eagle's nest is over 2,000 pounds. 2,000 pounds. I couldn't believe it. The heaviest ever recorded was over 6,000, almost 6,000 pounds. Because what happens is they
How big
use
is an
it.
eagle? Very big? Now I'm-
Eagle's only like 10 pounds,
yeah, now
bro.
I'm trying to like see like how big is a...
They're not even big. They're big, but they're light.
Why is it so big?
Because every year they add to it.
Oh,
So they keep the same nest.
he's
but they add to
reusing.
it. Yeah, they're
Okay.
reusing it.
Okay.
And if you see them, they're long.
It's
Like,
actually a good question. If birds, like, do they reuse or they...
not most of them, because
Okay,
most
okay.
of them are like, they don't want the predators to know, but eagles don't really have predators.
Oh, okay. I want to see this nest, because like, how are you putting this thing in a tree though?
Instead of
That's a
twigs,
lot.
they're using logs,
Are they really?
like big sticks, you know? Mostly twigs, and dirt, and I don't know what else. It's not that big. But for whatever reason, it's not heavy.
I feel like it's so like that's such an interesting fact that we should have known this. Like it should have been something.
Bro,
that
every single person I talked to, nobody even had a clue.
No.
How is this not like a
A school thing? Yeah, we should.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like we should have known this. And I don't think many people do know at all. Like even the younger generation.
I don't know why it's relevant, but it just blew my mind.
I am very interested in this AI though. Yo, when I start talking this thing,
You can get creative and stuff. It just scours the whole internet and it compiles every information that you know. Like I plugged it in the other day. Like I want to redo like my daughter's resume. I plugged in her old resume and I said, "Yo, make this better. Add this, add that," and it shot it back to me within seconds.
in seconds, that's crazy.
All the freaking information updated.
I wonder in society, are we coming way, like the stuff that we can, like when we were kids, we did not know about that. Maybe we thought about a robot, maybe, but like, I can remember my high school, like I can remember grade 12 and these things were not like on our radar. Maybe a little bit, but not like, because it went and then it just went snowball. Like I remember people sharing a CD player and like the sickest one, it had like this anti-skip. And then we started just pumping out shit so fast, like pagers, two-ways. Now your phone is not really your phone. Your phone doesn't really take, a phone call on your phone is actually annoying. Yo, why are you calling me, dog? You just actually text the information. You'd rather like look at your phone and, you can use your phone under any circumstance. I'm bored, movie, straight up movie, handheld. Talk to a guy, split your phone into, yo, you can do too much things with this. And like, we're like, I'm starting to think that like robots and these type of things are starting to be the things that's actually creating their own things. Like you think someone created like these AI things or AI created itself? Like, not like,
Well, we
not,
first have to do it, but now we can make it.
like it enhances itself though.
Yeah, I forgot what they call it, but it's actually learning how to get better.
Yeah, like it's learning. Like we gotta be careful, man. Even though like they say it has no like human emotions,
Well,
but
they're working on that.
yeah, but the way it can answer the questions, it very close.
Yeah, they're working on that. That's gonna come very shortly because everybody knows. Okay, that's what's missing. You don't think they're working on that? How do we integrate human emotions in AI?
I wonder how long till we start developing like people.
You know how to have like human robots? They're gonna integrate the AI with the human robots with like real skin, real emotions, real movement. And you're gonna be like, damn.
Until you wake up one night and the esposo is looking at you in bed. And you're like, off. He's like, no, off. Shit, girl, what do you mean? Because you know the power off button is gonna be in some ridiculous area that you can't really reach. When this motherfucker starts fighting you, for real, you're gonna have the off button. It's gonna be in like a way that's so distinguished that like,
You gotta charge up sometime.
no, never.
How does the battery stay on? Go back to your port. And there's also people working on unlimited energy. Like, you know, imagine not needing batteries or solar or anything like that, like just unlimited.
You're talking about battery, but we're so obsessed with how long our batteries can last that this guy. When he comes to attack you, he'll be on fucking 98%. And he's probably gonna give you a 5-day worth of like Yo, I can't go home. Yo, the fucking robot's gone crazy, dog. And I imagine that show. Why this guy when your bedroom just locked the door and said, "So you're not coming out? Why?" I was given a command to not let you leave.
Damn, son.
Abort. I was given a command to not let you leave at all costs. Turn off. I was given a command to not let you leave. Ratted. Fuck, let me call my girl. You help me. I was given a command to disconnect the internet services. Ratted. Bro, don't lie. Be scared. Wait, no, he'd be next though? You go to work and this nigga just gets in the driver's seat and drives it. Well, maybe not that good though.
Well, they already do that. Autonomous cars are already here.
Imagine you had this guy like go buy the groceries. No problem. Expected time of return is that.
Well, we already had that. It's called Instacart.
I like robots, but I just don't want to wake up and this guy's just
Staring at you?
staring at me. Where you going, Jim?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it in an hour.
90 minutes?
Scaled around like what you gotta do.
90 minutes?
But it's based around like your appointments.
Well, I
Or you book off this time. This
I
time
book
you
off. Yeah.
Like every day? Or just Friday?
Every day, no, every day is
Every
different.
this time you're closing.
So, Mondays, Tuesdays I do mornings,
Okay.
Wednesdays afternoon, Thursday off, Friday afternoon, Saturday off, Sunday, whenever I feel like it. Take care of it. Sorry, hey, what's up, Chloe? Last week we were actually off. It was my wife's birthday, so we didn't do a live. So today, started off. About to take a little break, go to the gym for a couple hours, and I'll be back around 2:15, I believe. So I'm gonna log out soon, go to the gym, and I'll be back. Yep. Yep. The better team prevailed. Determination, man. Anthony Edwards. They just wanted to beat the Lakers.
Yeah, that's it. Well, they get from second row. Who they get stood out?
I don't know. All right, go to the gym. I'll be back. See you guys at 2:15.